Guys, oh, I've had enough. This week has been testing me so much, and instead of the structured, cool, fun, aesthetic video that I had planned for you guys, which I am still working on, I felt like I just needed to sit down with you, bestie to bestie, and just talk it out. Be honest and upfront and real with you about what's going on. I don't know what is going on in the universe at the minute. I know that we have just been in, I think it's coming to the, no, I think Mercury retrograde has ended now. I don't know what's going on. Something's going on in the air. I can just feel it because I've come on my period 7 days early, which is unheard of, so strange. And then everything has been going wrong this week, literally everything. I've been working on a video all week long and I've just been met with obstacles every single time and just so much resistance. I was getting so stressed out about it, feeling like everything is just so difficult and so hard. And then I just thought to myself, like, why am I even doing this? Why am I working myself up to the point where I am stressed out and depressed, quite frankly? I don't want my channel to ever become a hindrance to me. I don't ever want content or creating content to become something that I dread and that feels like a big task for me to do. Now, the reality of it is that I love making content so much, and I could spend all of my hours creating content and editing content, planning content, everything to do with content. I love so much. But then because my life circumstances at the moment mean that I can't spend a lot of time or as much time as I'd want to on content, I kind of feel a little bit at a crossroads because the videos that I want to do are literally taking me so long to do. Like, I will give myself a week to do them and it will take that entire week. Because the thing about me is that if I give myself a deadline, I'm working to that deadline. It's not getting done before the deadline. I have to go back and I have to rewatch and I have to nitpick every tiny little thing and make so many changes to it to the point where it drives me insane. Which I do think is why when I was at uni, I was the type of girl to leave things until the last minute. And I low-key think that was like a survival mechanism for me to protect myself a little bit from elongating the stress any longer than it needed to be. Because whether it was going to be done in a night or done over the course of a month, if it was a month, that would just mean a month long of stress for me. I've only just realized this week that I am literally the one who is making my life so hard. I'm the one who's telling myself that I need to nitpick every single little thing and stress over every little detail to the point that I feel like I'm going crazy. That is what I'm telling myself, and that is the story that I am telling myself. So looking at that and reflecting on that makes me just feel like, right, this is insanity. Why am I doing this to myself? And if I saw someone else doing it to themselves, I would be like, girl, what are you doing? Just calm down, relax, just surrender. So I'm taking my own advice, and I was genuinely contemplating not uploading a video this week because I thought, I don't know what to give you guys this week. I actually don't. Like, I have so many ideas, but every time I sat down and filmed them, I have filled this SD card 3 times. Every time I've sat down to film them, I've sat and I've spoke for literally hours and babbled on, and I just thought to myself, I don't want to edit that either. And I have kept those clips just in case I ever need them. But just how I'm feeling at the minute, I genuinely don't have it in me to even look at myself, especially to look at myself for as long as I need to look at myself to edit a video. But I wanted you guys to know that as much as I'm feeling this way and I'm feeling really down and obviously been going through the mill, I've been through this many times before, and I know that I'm going to be absolutely fine. Like, I'm probably going to be absolutely fine tomorrow or in the next couple of days or when I've got some form of video uploaded. I know that I'll be fine. I know exactly why I'm sad and why I'm down. I'm just in one of those moods where I don't want to do anything about it. But unfortunately, when it comes to my dreams and my goals, I need to show up for myself even when I don't feel like it, because otherwise I'm doing a big disservice to myself when I'm actually feeling happy and when I'm feeling fueled. But it is so normal to have days where you just feel so depleted and feel like you can't give anything to anybody, and that is absolutely fine. I think being in the self-development field and watching these types of videos, the types of videos I produce, it's so easy to feel like you need to be perfect and have everything figured out and always have the answer to everything. And even though you probably do know the answers, and I always say that we always have the solutions inside of us, but there are some times where you might know the answers but you just don't have the strength to even care or to even want to change anything. And honestly, it's so normal. It is genuinely so normal. I keep saying it. it, but sometimes I think that the reason that we do these things is because we put far too much pressure on ourselves. We tell ourselves that things need to be perfect, otherwise we don't do it at all, and we just get stuck in this analysis paralysis, and it's just debilitating. It is the worst feeling ever, and that is what I'm in right now. I just know that if I procrastinate any longer, not even that, I've not even been procrastinating, I've actually been working on this, but I think I've been putting too much pressure on it to the point where it's like, well, what am I doing? And it's interesting because a couple of months ago when I was getting like no views on my videos, I didn't feel any kind of pressure. Like I wouldn't have even been worried this week because I would be thinking, well, I can just upload like a 10-minute video of me just talking about what's on my mind right now, and that will be fine. But I think now, because I'm getting more views on my videos, there's a lot more pressure because I'm thinking that I want to get equally as many views on every single video, otherwise I'll be disheartened. But the thing is, not every video is going to be perfect. Not everything that you do is going to be your best work, but the act of showing up and having integrity to yourself and doing what you say that you're going to do, being a woman of your word, that is truly what we are working on here. Because even if I upload, well, I'm going to upload this video no matter what, because I don't have the strength or the SD card space. I'm nearly about to fill this one as well. I don't have the strength to film another video. So I think just doing what you can sometimes is all you can do, and just showing up, being a woman of your word, that is something that I am definitely working on, and I feel like I'm pretty good at it. I have shown up for myself a lot this year, more than any other year, and I just wanted to share that with you guys because not everything needs to be perfect, and your perfectionism is not a flex. I always thought that perfectionism was a flex, and that was my excuse of why I get so overwhelmed and get so stressed out. But like, I don't want to be living in that narrative anymore. I do not want to be the stressed out girl who is stressed because she's a perfectionist or stressed because she has too much attention to detail. I don't want to do that anymore. Imperfect action is better than no action at all. So I'm thinking of that quote right now. If you guys are stressing right now and you're feeling like there is a lot of pressure to get something done or be productive, because I know that this time of the year, everyone's going back to school, everyone's being productive and organized, and I've personally felt the pressure to make those types of videos because that's what everyone's doing. And I am still doing those things myself, but I think these productivity videos don't account for the fact that we are human beings and that some days we're going to wake up and we're not going to feel like doing anything. And it's in those times that we need someone to pick us up and tell us that it's okay to feel down. It's so fine to be feeling unmotivated and have no energy and feeling like you have nothing to give, but just giving what you can and doing what you can in that moment and showing up for yourself. Even if this video gets like no views, because I don't even know what I'm going to call it, it's probably not going to be anything that anyone's going to want to click on. Even if that's the case, I will know that I showed up for myself. This big weight that is on my shoulders can be lifted, and I can just think, right, on to the next. Yeah, I really just wanted to share that with you guys because we're besties, okay? Like, that's the vibe of this channel. We're all besties over here. We're not hiding any parts of ourselves. We're not trying to pretend that we are productive 24/7. We're not. Do not want to enforce that narrative anymore on the internet because there is far too much of that out there already. I just want to be someone who you can come to and feel like you can relate to a little bit, or feel like I have your back in situations, because there are things that I've been through, and that when I'm actually feeling a little bit more energized and feel like I can actually speak and form a sentence, I will be sharing those things with you, and I will be wanting to help you guys. Not the antenna, oh my god. Anyway, I just really want this channel to be a safe space for you all, and somewhere for us all to just come and chat with each other and help each other get through life and the things that we have to go through as women and just as human beings. And I don't want to feel this immense pressure to have to do things because of the algorithm and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's so funny because I pick up the camera thinking I can't even speak right now, I've got no energy, but like, me not speaking and having no energy is me speaking more than the average person, because like, I'm a Gemini, so my throat chakra is always active. I think the main message of this video is just show up for yourself, even when it feels difficult, even when you don't want to, even if that means adapting how you show up so that it makes it easier for you. Not everything has to be hard. You don't always have to do the most to show up for yourself. Like I always say in other videos, like even in terms of like working out or meditation, implementing those things into your life, all you need to do is show up for 5 minutes or even a minute. When it comes to meditation, just meditate for a minute, and then you know that you've shown up for yourself, and then you know on days where you're feeling better, you can show up for yourself more. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I've noticed that my videos are getting a lot more views recently, which I love, and I'll definitely be uploading more content like I have been once I've gotten myself out of this little slump. But thank you guys for staying with me, and if you've watched this to the end, thank you. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you next week. When in doubt, get yourself your favorite Starbies and sweet treat. We've got to pick ourselves up somehow, and this is how I'm gonna do it. Like, I've tried everything else. I can't be arsed anymore.
You should come with us, Scott. You know, once they get to see work, they'll see why we love this place so much.